Nalin, just from a legal standpoint, how would it therefore work if there is a stay on a particular order and yet it still needs to be sorted out in court? The punishment appears to have gone away of 2 years, or can it be reapplied at a later stage?
It may. Of course it may. So let's go one by one. It's important to step back. The first issue is that Mr. Rahul Gandhi, he's in the habit of making intemperate comments. That's why no less than the Honorable Supreme Court cautioned him several years ago with regard to the Rafale matter. It was good advice, sage advice. That advice stands repeated today. The bench has basically said that these are not savory or wonderful comments. These are not comments to be proud of because he stands convicted for those comments. What the Honorable Supreme Court has said that, okay, suppose it was 1 day less, the impact of his disqualification wouldn't have been there. He wouldn't have been disqualified. But the court essentially has in its observation said, I haven't read the order, but it basically says that, look, the court below, which is the High Court, has gone into great details of other things, but the trial court essentially has not expounded why it chose to give the maximum sentence. So therefore, the court is not saying or adjudicating that the sentence is wrong. It merely is saying that this is lack of reasoning. So, okay, we are giving you an opportunity. We are staying that conviction. But the fact is that he stands sentenced. He is held guilty under 499. Mr. Rahul Gandhi, as any Indian citizen, would be entitled to approach the higher court. It's going to be argued there. Depending if he wins or loses, he has another chance at the High Court. And after that, the Supreme Court. So it's a legal battle that he has to fight. And that
but Nalin, isn't it striking that the Supreme Court would actually have to say or ask where exactly is the evidence, right? What exactly justified this sort of punishment after going through an order which is very lengthy? Does this not cast, does this not suggest that the lower court order had infirmities in it?
Well, Vishnu, the reverse can be asked too. That the Honorable Supreme Court, the same comments that are being seen and which the Congress party, I guess, is touting as supposedly a big comment on their case. On the other hand, his comments, Mr. Rahul Gandhi's comments, have also been questioned by the Honorable Supreme Court. So can that not be read to mean that yes, his comments had prima facie something that shouldn't have been there, and it is those very comments that have led to his conviction?
Let me ask you a political question. Do you believe that Rahul Gandhi returning as an MP, the India Alliance now, would this be an occasion or an event, whatever has happened in the Supreme Court, which might boost the India Alliance?
The converse can be argued too. That would it lead to now an even greater number of aspirants who would like to see themselves being projected for the top post? That is also equally true. Second is, let's go to Parliament. I was hearing Congress leaders saying that Mr. Rahul Gandhi will be back in Parliament. Of course, if he's back in Parliament, the next question that the Congress would need to answer, number one, would they allow Parliament to function? And if they now allow Parliament to function, can it be asked that they were not allowing Parliament to function because their supreme leader from the Nehru-Gandhi family wasn't there? And then the third thing would come, if Parliament is the objective, then is Mr. Rahul Gandhi's, say, track record as a parliamentarian exemplary in terms of attendance, raising questions, being in Parliament, etc.? I don't know. But these are the logical things. So therefore, it's a political issue that the Congress is trying to make of a legal issue, and that legal issue arose because Mr. Rahul Gandhi went out there and was intemperate with his comments and said, why do people with all Modi surnames, why are they all thieves? Now, is that a comment which you can call Satya ki Ladai? This is my battle of truth. Are you trying to say that anyone with the Modi surname is a thief? So, I mean, these are questions that I'm sure will get debated in the days to come and for maybe several months more.
No, but, there's a counter argument which Abhishek Manu Singhvi's actually raised when he was defending Rahul Gandhi, saying that this person was not really Modi, right? And therefore, the entire case, so this is the quote, the complainant Purnesh Modi himself said that his original surname was not Modi, he belongs to the Mod Vanika Samaj. That's the counter argument.
So, the counter to that is, did Mr. Rahul Gandhi say the statement that all people with the Modi surname are thieves or not? Yeah. So let me for a second buy the argument of Purnesh Modi, XYZ Modi, But is that statement something that could aggrieve other Modis? I mean, is the Modi surname to be Chad? Okay, Vishnu, let's reverse it. If the same thing changes to a Kohli or a Som, I mean, would it make it any more savory? It's going to be as unsavory. So it may be said that I'm making a political commitment. Who gave him the right to run down anybody's surname for a political reason after the Honorable Supreme Court, he apologizes, goes out there and he's advised. So I think the core of the issue remains Mr. Rahul Gandhi's statements. What after that is being fought is post-conviction, post-sentencing, post-judgment. Those are legal points that his legal team is entitled to take. Whether courts will buy that or not buy that, whether courts will see merit or not merit in it or demerit in it, that is something for the courts to adjudicate. But the Congress party has to make up its mind on one thing. Do they have faith in the legal system or not? Because half their leaders say, we respect the court when this judgment comes. The other half says, this is what happens in courts in Gujarat. So they have to make up their mind and stand with that thing.
All right, Nalin, thanks very much for sharing your view on this issue. Thanks very much.
Thank you.